So this is your first visit to Northeast India. How has the region treated you so far?
This is my first visit to Guwahati. I have visited Sikkim before, but this is my first visit to Guwahati. I'm really enjoying my visit here. I got to meet quite a few startups. Quite pleasantly surprised to see the quality of startups and the quality of passion in the entrepreneurs. I have to compliment IIM Calcutta Innovation Park. I think they've done a brilliant job in bringing together all these startups. Over the last 2 days, I have actually interacted with quite a few startups, and some of them need support which we are thinking of providing to them.
Also, three areas where Northeastern startups have their own set of challenges. Say geographical isolation being one of them, maybe lack of exposure, which again is getting redressed with programs like Focus. And so, what kind of recommendations do you have for these startups to overcome these challenges? Limited small market being also another one to point out.
I think the challenge is not the market size. The challenge is the mindset of the entrepreneurs. I think what I've seen is that these entrepreneurs need a lot of coaching, hand-holding, training. I think their mind needs to be opened up. Right now, they may be thinking very local. Of course, if you only think local, your market size will be very small. But India is your market, right? So, India is probably one of the largest consumer base in the world. You have 1.4 billion people and over 800 million people in the middle income group, and you have almost now 750 million internet users, and the numbers are mind-boggling, right? So if you are building a business which you can test in Northeast, there's no stopping you to take it all over India. And then, the kinds of products that entrepreneurs are building here, I think they have the global potential. So the market is not just limited to India. There is a huge global opportunity, especially with the kind of organic stuff, the agri-produce which is coming from this area, with the kind of Ayurveda and healthcare products, cosmetic products, spices, also things like the tea, of course, has so many variants. I was quite amazed to see some of the entrepreneurs with the kind of creativity. I have never heard of these kind of teas that people are talking about, chocolate tea and the ghost chili. It's just mind-boggling. Very, very impressive, I must say. All this needs, I would say, good support, hand-holding, coaching, and thinking a little bigger than just thinking local.
Like I said, sir, it's a lack of exposure hitherto, because I think the startups somewhere didn't realize their own scope or possibility that they could also stand at par maybe with the startups from more advanced ecosystems. But maybe with programs like Focus coming in, and also IIM Calcutta's Innovation Park support, and also the state government, the incubation facilities that has been launched by several state governments, I think that will also help to at least address the lack of exposure portion.
Yeah, I think, of course, funding is one part, and I'm noticing that there are funding agencies which are coming forward, even though in small way right now. But honestly, funding is only one part, right? So I think the larger support is required in terms of bringing successful entrepreneurs, maybe from other part of the country. Maybe successful entrepreneurs, along with entrepreneurs, venture capitalists. More VCs should come and visit this place. I think it's just a matter of bringing the right set of people to this side, and also maybe taking entrepreneurs from here to other side of the country. Entrepreneurs from here should go and visit maybe north and south and west part of the country and meet entrepreneurs over there. So I think some kind of a cross pollination is required. Hopefully, the platforms like IIM Calcutta should be able to help. We are quite excited actually ourselves, and thinking maybe we can also be a catalyst at IvyCap Ventures to such entrepreneurs to make them see the other side of the world.
Surely. So how many 100 more miles should the startups be walking to stir interest of a VC company like IvyCap?
So, now that's a very important question. See, venture capital funds like us, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on which side you see it from, have very large number of potential investment opportunities that we look at. In order to invest in 20 companies, we would have looked at almost like 10,000 companies, right? So the ratio is extremely small. So which means that we are spoiled for choices. Given that, of course, that is to say, if you have to bring somebody up to that level to come to that 20 shortlisted level, sometimes it's a very small difference. Sometimes it's just a little bit of hand-holding coaching, which is exactly what I'm referring to, that these entrepreneurs can be provided. And that's where I think one should spend their time and try and help these entrepreneurs. So that's what I'm hoping that would happen with time. I'm quite excited about even working very closely with IIM Calcutta Innovation Park,